Alright. Welcome in when y'all get in. This one is going to be a fun one. Because this one always, always, always. And I love how this is not going to pop up the time I try to look it up. That's funny. I need to find it. Oh my lord. Well. Alright. So, we're going to talk about dimensions and stuff. This is a fun one. This one always gets people going. And why have you frozen? Hold on. Anyway, we'll get this fixed. I like how everything doesn't want me talking about this. It's going to piss people off, apparently. But when y'all get in, feel free to ask me questions about this as we go along it. But what people talk about when they say, oh, I've gone to the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, they haven't done any of those things. And they're absolutely lying to you. Why is it that when they describe these hard to describe and inexplainable places, they find a way to explain it using 3D words? Ask any of these people at all that have gone to any higher dimension, so they say. Ask them what was there, and do not use words that exist here. If they say there were green trees, no. Green and trees, 3D elements. Why would that be in the 5D? If they're so advanced, they wouldn't need to use our things. Where the fuck were you? People don't want to talk about it, but they get infected by insectoid like aliens when they go to these dimensions. Would you all do me a favor? I already have it. I'm trying to find. There it is. I don't want that. Okay, well this is not what I want. Sorry about this. I'm trying to find the fucking thing again so I can get this so I can get everything running again because I had a whole thing up for y'all and it just like froze on me. There we go. Now it's working. Apologies for that. I am new to stream. But at least getting to stream up like this at least. Anyway, they can't explain it because they don't know what the fuck's going on. If it happened to you, you should be able to explain it. If you witnessed it, you should be able to explain it. If it was out of this world, you should be able to use the words in terms of things that were out of this world by remembering. Because by the terms of time travel, when you remember things, you are traveling through that time, quote unquote, going through those dimensions, then being able to go back to that time would be able to describe what's happening in that time. Either you have a poor memory or you're straight up lying. And you got to get direct with these people. When you look up the definition of dimension, it is a measurement of size like length, width, or height, or an independent direction of space. It also refers to an aspect or feature of a situation. When you look up the etymology, it talks about dimension referring to the physical body measurements and structural proportions of insects. You know what you're doing when you say you're going to these other dimensions? You're just giving an insectoid access to your body to do whatever the fuck it wants. What are these actual dimensions and how do you get there? What are their names? There's no way the dimension is just called the 5D. On the 3D, we have Earth. We have places like Venezuela. We have places like the Canada and New Mexico. Where the fuck did you go on the 5D? How does that work? What do the places look like there? Oh, I was just floating in space. So you were in space. Floating. Awesome. How do you know that you left this galaxy? Did you know that there's Did you know that we're the 18th galaxy in this whole area of space that we inhabit? So where did you go? You either went up to the higher one, which would have been LU1, the TriStar galaxy, or you would have went to the lower ones. Where'd you go? And how'd you get there? What was it like there? Use those terms. I don't think people understand when you say that you experience these things, you experience them, guess what? Through the 3D. It is your mind. The dimensions talk about the expansion of your mind. How deep you're able to look at things mentally. Because your mental will allow you to experience and feel things differently. Your feelings are infinite. It's your mind that puts that cap on you. So if you're not aware of what you're experiencing and you have a mental block on it that's not allowing you to experience all things, you're only experiencing what yourself is allowing yourself to experience, or what your mind is allowing you to experience, which caps you. We are capped at 3D, and we can either degress or progress. That does not mean you're literally going to different other dimensions. It just means you're able to look at things deeper. When you look at multi-dimensional shapes, what is going on there? It is just showing you the deeper inner works, hint, inner works of that shape that then affect its outer body function or its outer body shape. That's all dimensions are. People don't like to talk about that though. They think, oh, I had to. You want your psychosis evaluated or just like seen as true. There's something inside of you that wants to infect other people. What are you doing? What is trying to infect other people? Something that's not very logical. Something that's not very smart. Something that creates a sense of FOMO. For some people, well, I want to go to this dimension. Why? What's there for you? How do you know anything's there for you? I just want to experience it. Why? Why? The same feeling you get when you weren't allowed to go to the parties as a child in high school. I don't know if you ever got those feelings. I never did. Are the same feelings that you experience when you don't get to go to the other dimensions. You think you're missing out on something. Oh, I want to join this sorority. I think I'm missing out on something. All you're missing out on is being pissed on, shit on, hazed, and molested by old men. Sorry. There's your bubble bust. Oh, I wanna join this cult. Well, unfortunately, you're gonna be around a lot of blood, a lot of nasty stuff, or a bunch of fucking ignorant people going around chanting all day. Awesome. Next. And then you say, what do you mean chanting all day? You go to school to chant for your favorite teams and whatnot. That's a cult. And then you learn anyway. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because it's funny, but I'll leave you with that seed. Some things just I'm not gonna get deep into. Some things it's best just to plant a seed and run. But I always ask people, and I always give people that challenge because I'm not gonna sit around and be like, oh yeah, I'm a zombie. Like, talk to me if you've gone to these other dimensions and you can explain to me in other words. This does not mean other languages. I'm talking about other words. All the languages on this fucking in this plane you cannot use. I'm gonna use light language. Then you better be able to translate to me every damn word you're saying or every frequency that you're speaking. And if you slip up, I'm gonna ask you, why does this frequency now mean that? Because there are rules in languages. So if you're gonna speak light language, then I better be able to ask you, what does this sound mean, and what does that sound mean, and how do these two sounds not mean what they meant over here and there when combined? You better know the language. Because if you're not, you're just speaking gibberish because someone else told you to speak gibberish and something in your brain started malfunctioning. And instead of speaking an actual language, you just start slurring stuff. I'll bring anyone to the table on that. I'm serious. Talk to me about it. I'm a seeker. I'm not out here to judge people. And if you feel like I'm judging you it's probably because you know that you're wrong inside your mind and you just want to admit it to your flesh. So I'm not here to judge. I'm here to question. I'm seeking some shit. I'm a seeker of truth. I'm probably one of the rare motherfuckers on YouTube that you meet. Talk to me. If you know it, talk to me. And if you don't know it, that's why we all here. to figure out what the fuck going on with it. Because people love to talk about it. Like, oh, I've gone to the 12D. You have. What's there? Oh, it's hard to explain. No, it's not. It's not hard at all to explain. You were there. Did you not ask any questions while you were there? What is this? What is that? Obviously, if they're at the 12D, then they know how you speak because they would have brought you there. So they would have been able to translate to you words in their language, right? To explain these things, right? Because you were obviously allowed access there. So talk. Let's get to that point. But can we get to that point without you getting mad or without you getting agitated or flustered because things get confusing? Probably not. But if you can, I'd love to talk. Because it's a genuine, serious question out here. Am I going? Is it a psychosis thing where people are just going through psychosis? Is it a literal possession that goes a spirit that possesses these people to say this shit and to go along with it and then gets mad when it tries to get exercised out? It's a lot of things. A lot of things I don't know and a lot of things that I do know. Let's find out though. I know that you can draw these multidimensional shapes, and I know that a cube is a 4D square. But what does that tell me about the dimension that you went to? Oh, your higher chakras are blocked. My higher chakras, so my throat, my third eye, and crown are shocked. Or I mean, are blocked. Or shocked, probably. Are blocked. How? I'm speaking just fine. I'm using my mind very well, actually. I'm being super reasonable and very direct and getting my point across super well. So my third eye and crown are working in complete content and complete wonders right now. So what's going on? Oh, you have a lot of evil in you. Oh, I do. Evil is the truth now. So you use the devil. Awesome. Next. Like, let's just get real. Let's get real. Spirituality isn't no joke. It's not fake. So why are there a bunch of fucking fake people running around acting like they know what they're talking about? And then when a seeker comes around to ask genuine, upfront questions, they're not seen or known. It's like, well, I can't answer this or I can't tell you that. Why not? Do I have to fucking sacrifice something to get to know that answer, or you just don't know? Because if you know, you should be able to tell people. And if you're gonna go as far to say is that the Holy Spirit told you not to tell anyone, I'm going to test you on that. Step up. I'll test you on the Holy Spirit right here, right now. But that all depends on how much you really want to believe and how much you want to have faith in what you've been told, rather than how much you actually do know. And your knowing can definitely be based off of a belief that can send you down the wrong holes real quick. I'm trying to save people out here. I ain't got time for all this other shit. I really don't. You know, it's all these other spiritual leaders and stuff. They want to talk about these things. Let's talk about it then. Educate me so I can see if where whoever's going to give the education. Fuck. So I can see whoever's given the education knows what they're talking about. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently, because I can already foresee it now. People be like, this is not true. Blah blah blah. No, it is very true. It's very direct. I actually made a video years ago on this exact topic as well. Hold on, let me find it. Y'all don't really know how much I've been doing this. How long I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a while. It is not something new to me. Where where'd that playlist go? There it is. There it is. Let me pause that so I don't have to listen to it. Let me. Well, are you serious? Where is it at? Is it just not here? Awesome. Apparently, it's just disappeared. I remember making a video about this shit though. That's not right. I gotta go look for that later. But ask questions about the dimensions. You know, if you see anyone that talks about them, just ask and get to the root of it. Get to the root of what they were. Maybe they just had a really crazy dream that they still can't experience, still can't get through. So they call it a new dimension. But then again, that evolves the mental. How are you thinking in a higher way? Are you thinking deeper? Are you trying to seek more of a focal point to be at? Because all shapes come from a line. So it doesn't matter if you're going in the 4D or not, it's all coming from a line. Where are you aligned at? Where is that line at? Where is it going? Where is it spread to? You know, because we got to talk about it. You got people that are waiting on alien contact and they can't even speak to themselves. So why would a higher being as an alien want to talk to someone that can't even talk to themselves? Why do you think they have to come down and like, I'm channeling it? No, it's possessing you. Did you not know that that's what channeling meant? If something comes down into your body, possesses you or has possession over you for that while and makes you speak or makes you do those actions? Ancestors called it mounting. Nowadays, we call it channeling. So, what's up with that? You all just talking to people who get possessed? Why would I talk to someone who has such an empty vessel? Like, oh, I love this one. When this one possesses me, I love what they have to say. Why? Why do you love to have an entity inside your body to not? I don't know. It's so many questions. And it's like, it's whatever. If that's your kink, awesome. If that's what you were sent down to do, awesome. But what are you really doing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what's happening to you? Can you remember? Especially if you can't remember what happened after you channel something, that's called a possession. You lose memory when you get possessed. So you don't know what the fuck that spirit was doing up in your body. It might have been making you say words, but it could have been fucking up your whole system, opening up gateways and portals to yourself and everything. You had no idea. And it's because people don't want to talk about this stuff. Oh, it's not like that. It's like, no, it is very much like that. Y'all just don't get it though. It's important. It's super important to be able to see these things and to question these things and to look at these things and be like, well, this isn't quite right, or this doesn't feel too well. Because apparently, when channeling, you get brought up to higher dimensions, right? How do you know they're higher dimensions? You can get brought to lower dimensions too. But none of y'all want to talk about that unless it's happening to someone else, right? Not every spirit's gonna bring you to a higher dimension. How you know you're not astral traveling to hell? Do you know what you're really doing? Did you know if you are heavy in your heart, you can't go up to fucking certain dimensions? Did you know if you have specific DNA, you can't go up to higher dimensions? You could have gone to the highest place in hell and not known it, or the lowest place in heaven and not know. But in your mind, because you don't want to think about those things or you've never been brought those things to the table, you think that you've gone to the most extravagant. How do you fucking know? Sit back and check yourself. What keeps calling you? Oh, I need to astral project. What keeps calling you to do that? What keeps wanting your spirit and your soul, if you have one, to pop out your body? What is doing that to you? Do you know? Why is it such a calling? That's an addiction. You're addicted to it now. because you keep getting called to it and you're under its will. What's going on? What's going on with this spiritual community, y'all? This is why I'm not part of that shit. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Y'all commune over what spirit? What spirit are y'all conjuring up this time? Because it's been the spirit of ignorance for fucking ever. Where is it gonna get different? When is it gonna get different? Because a community is brought together on a basis. And all I see in the spiritual community is a bunch of confusion. A lot of questions that go unanswered. And a lot of motherfucking ego and scam and a lot of money schemes. So that's the spirit y'all conjuring up. Mammon, Lucifer, or Lucifer. You just summoning up those spirits? That's all I fucking see. That's all I see, truly. It's bizarre. So where's the real? Where is the real? Because I want to know. I just want to know. Where's the real? Where's the film at? The REEL. What's moving? What are you creating to move? I haven't seen no movement. I think it's a dead spirit. I think it's a ghoul. I think it's a ghost, a six ether entity. A bunch of demons got a hold of y'all in that community. Because you got to ask yourself, why are you part of a community that would believe in something or just falsely? It's like, honestly, I said it a while back ago, and I know a lot of people already know this, but spirituality is the new religion. It's just a new way to drag you down and keep you lost. Because a lost person, someone that's not lost would not get angry at a question. They'd realize at that point, oh, maybe I should answer this because maybe they're lost and I should help them. But instead, they get mad and be like, "You can't question me. Do you know who I am?" Yeah, I know exactly who you are. You're the name that you told me. You're someone that can't answer my question in your flesh. No, I'm this God. Oh, you are? Prove it. Who gave birth to you? Contact your parents. If you're a God, who are your parents? Contact them right now. Prove it to me. Oh, they did this. Do this. I'm gonna test the fuck at you. And if you can't do those things, looks like you're not that God. Oh, well, you just don't believe. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to my fucking self about this dumb shit. The fuck? Oh, I'm Pocahontas. Are you? Are you? Then how do you allow all these animals to come close to you? I don't know. I just step outside and they all run up to me. You're not Pocahontas then, because you would know innately what's going on in your system. Animals just might like you, dog. Don't let your ego call you something that you're not. You're getting possessed by these spirits. You're getting possessed by your own ego. And then you're becoming possessive over a title that not everyone can fucking have. Which Pocahontas are you? Pocahontas XIVVI? What? Come on. Is that Pocahontas? Is that you? Which iteration are you? And you got a lot of people, I'm Jesus. No, you're fucking not. Don't ever say that. Which Jesus are you? And then they say they Jesus, but then say Jesus never had a child. Yes, he did. He did have a child. I'm gonna get that PDF open just in case I gotta go find what his name is again. I got information on the information. But it's all these things. People really gotta stick it down and get real. Because it's a scary world out there with a bunch of people who just like to lie and scam and scheme and say these words because it creates a funnel for advertisement. It creates a funnel for buying things. It creates a funnel for selling themselves as something that they're not. And that's absolutely terrifying to think that these are the people that are saying they're helping you and saving you. It is. It's terrifying. Like, come with me. I'll teach you how to astral project. And meanwhile, they're literally just fucking with your energy, messing around with your mind, making you think that you can't do things, creating a power cord between both of you, and then fucking your life up just because you allowed them to. Because you didn't know no better. It's bizarre. This is why you question your people. If someone can tell you, I don't know, first of all, when people say, I don't know, why do you get mad? That's respect. They're not going to waste their time and try and lie to you or waste anyone's time. They're not going to sit down and wait and embarrass themselves. They're just going to tell you straight up, I don't know. Respect. Let's find out then. But if I'm going to sit down and listen to someone go, I don't, I do know, and then give me 12 wrong answers, especially when I know the right answer, it's like, why would I even be around you? Why would I be around someone that can only talk in 3D terms, yet say that there is a God and that they've been chosen by God and that they blah blah this, blah blah that. I've gone to all these places. Then talk to me. Take me on a tour. Well, I can't. Oh, you can't. Okay, so if you're God, then give me a mental tour. Just project that shit to my mind. Well, I can't do that either. Why not? And then it gets quiet. Just like that. They don't got no other answer to answer. They're just like, oh, I just can't. It said in here in the Bible not to do this. You're God, you wrote the Bible, so you know what you meant by that. It's not as direct as that. You're supposed to test your spirits. And then it goes quiet again. They don't know what they're talking about. You gotta watch out for these people, these snakes, these serpents. They be around and they be fucking. I don't know how the hell these serpents learn how to talk again, but they have. And they walking around with halal in them, spreading a bunch of BS. And it's terrifying. It's awful. But you gotta know what these dimensions are. I mean, I already broke down what these dimensions are at the very beginning. I could have ended it there, but we got to keep talking about this. We got to understand that the etymology of dimension talks about insects. Why does it talk about insects? What's going on with that? What's going on with insects and mentality? That's what I gotta ask. That's what we gotta get to the bottom of. If you ask all these questions, you get real with it. And then it also, other than insects, it's also measurement extent, magnitude measured along the diameter. So, what magnitude are you at? Do you know that? A noun of an action from past principles stem from Dimitri, a measurement out, and dis, metri, to measure. Sense of bulk size, extent, and capacity from the 1520s, meaning any component of a situation. And in 1912, it became as any realm or universe. What do you mean by any realm? Do you know the realms within the human body and have you been able to escape those? A lot of people are still stuck in their mind and their mental realm, so they can't escape that. Some people are so stuck in their feelings that they still in the feeling realm. They haven't escaped that yet. They don't know how to detach. So where are you really going if you haven't learned how to detach? We can go deeper and deeper in on this. I can keep going the different aspects of this. It's important to know. what you're talking about when you're talking about it, and just seeing like what these other people are even talking about, because they're gonna get you all fucked up. They had me fucked up at one point. All that stress is because of some lack, like of some form of FOMO or a lack. Well, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Why not? Why can't you do those things? What makes you feel like you can't? Because you can't find the knowledge to do it? Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's not for you. You know, there's so many other reasons. It doesn't have to be so direct and exact. But this is where we're going to talk. This is where we're going to end it. We will be back. So we got a lot of other. What the heck? Don't show that one. It's okay. It's just going to show you the program running awesome. Cool. I'm going to take that as a sign to end it here. But thank you all for coming along. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Peace in the land.